Ladies and gentlemen, gather your popcorn and lock your phones because this right here is the drama nobody saw coming, but everybody secretly predicted. According to reports, Atlanta hip-hop royalty I's King Harris has gone all nasty on his own father, Ty. Yes, the same T.I. who made a living by advocating for respect for your queen and family values. The monarch of the South may have been in charge of a kingdom of falsehoods, it turns out. In what appears to be a furious altercation over an alleged infidelity scandal, King Harris was seen yelling at T.I. in viral videos that are becoming viral online. Social media is making me gag. Here's the twist, though. You broke mom's heart, broken heart. The headline says it all. This wasn't just a family dispute, according to insiders. Oh no, it was captured on camera, a full-fledged outburst of anger, treachery, and public humiliation. What actually transpired inside those mansion doors then? Who made the video leak? And how far along is this disarray in the family? Remain at this location as we're launching straight into the most chaotic family dispute hip-hop that has ever been witnessed. And believe me, it's much darker than people acknowledge. Let's take a moment to go back in time since the family was already on the verge of disarray before this furious altercation between King Harris and Ty took over the internet. After all, how many times has a Harris headline been serene? This family's drama might match an entire season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, from King's notorious live streaming in which he threatened to reveal how genuine it gets to T's extensive collection of contentious father moments. This time, however, it has nothing to do with music, celebrity, or wealth. It's intimate. Quite intimate. It all started when whispers began floating throughout Atlanta's exclusive social scene. There were rumors that T, the self-described family man, had been seen with a woman who is most obviously not small at an after-party. Now look, although it is news that T was spotted with fans, this was not fan behavior. In 4K, this flirtation was captured. The purportedly recorded clip, a unknown woman wearing what viewers immediately recognized as Tiny's clone, but 20 years younger, was seen with Ty's arm around her outside a special members-only lounge. People initially dismissed it. They remarked, "It's just tipping tip." However, when gossip websites such as The Shade Chamber and ATLT Patrol started posting hazy invoices, screenshots, purported direct messages, and audio recordings from those close to the woman, things quickly became ugly. It seems that King Harris, who had a fierce temper and an unvarnished attitude, witnessed everything. Additionally, several in the Harris group claim that he didn't simply see, he snapped it. With his phone in hand, the child was pacing back and forth and screaming as if everything had suddenly fallen apart. He said, "I'm not letting this slide," explained one insider to Urban Mirror TV. He broke mom's heart on camera. And that's when the now viral confrontation reportedly happened. Leaked footage, which has since been reposted 1,000,000 times and dissected frame by frame on TikTok, shows what appears to be King Harris storming into T.I.'s studio, shouting, "You embarrassed us for the last time." Ty is attempting to remain calm, King is yelling, and someone in the background is shouting, "Cut the camera off," but it's too late for security to intervene. But nobody cut anything. The world watched. The clip ends with King throwing his chain across the room and shouting, "You destroyed mom's heart." This was not a meme for the family, but the words have since gone viral on TikTok, appearing in edits, memes, and even poignant point-of-view videos. This was war. Now, what makes this story even more chaotic is the timing. Just 2 weeks before the incident, T.I. was on Drink Champs bragging about how he raised strong, honest men who ain't afraid to speak the truth. Oh, the irony. Fans are now using that very quote as a meme under the leaked video, writing captions like, "Well, your son just spoke the truth, sir." The center of the controversy, Tiny, has been mute in public, but her Instagram behavior speaks for itself. A mysterious post that read, "When loyalty feels one-sided, walk away quietly," caught her attention. That single like sent her comment section into meltdown. Fans flooded in asking, "Are you quitting T.I.?" Additionally, this isn't the first time that T's faithfulness has been called into doubt. Longtime fans recall the 2018 incident in which he was seen getting cozy with an Instagram model backstage. Tiny forgave King Harris isn't exactly the type to play it cool. And he's the same kid that went viral for clashing with hotel personnel and told them, "I'm rich." So it appears that trust just fell apart again. He openly acknowledged on Red Table Talk that trust needed to be reestablished. "I'm not afraid about going to jail." But now, in one of the most frequently heard voice notes, that same intensity is directed straight at his father, and it's about betrayal rather than flexing. An claimed insider has been heard on social media declaring, "I'm no longer afraid of my dad. I'm not run by him. He has no regard for my mother at all. The Harris family was once hip-hop's version of the Obamas, and when I heard that, I knew something had broken inside him. It's raw, emotional, and giving family implosion energy. The fact that this is happening so publicly only makes the situation more difficult. Social media is now split, with some applauding King for defending his mother and others believing he went too far. One viral tweet said, "It's crazy how the same man who taught his son about loyalty is now being checked for breaking it." Despite reality show brand deals and picture-perfect Christmas photos, chaos was simmering beneath the smiles. The most unsettling aspect, however, is a shadowy video that appeared hours after the altercation and appears to show T driving away silently, head down. Headlights and embarrassment, no music, no entourage. Fans say it was someone close to the family trying to reveal the facts, but no one knows who filmed it. And this fire is being fueled just by that. Every hour, anonymous pages release exclusive updates that deepen the already simmering narrative. Claims of burner accounts, erased text messages, and even hush money offers have been made. One thing is certain, whether it is true or not. The internet is keeping tabs on every crack in the Harris empire. Even worse, according to some sources, King has not finished yet. Apparently, he's intending to go live and tell his side. This might turn from scandalous to disastrous if it occurs. Because truth doesn't trend in today's world, let's face it. Drama happens. And they're serving it in high definition, the Harris family. However, there's more going on here than just the viral cuts and meme-worthy situations. A son who feels that his father has betrayed him. A wife torn between shame and loyalty. And a man who understands that his empire may fall apart due to his own reflection rather than adversaries. The question of whether T actually cheated still stands. Or is this another instance of a moment being twisted into insanity by social media? Because if those rumors are accurate, this could be the largest setback hip-hop royalty has had in a long time. But let's examine the so-called receipts first before drawing any conclusions, due to the fact that rumors and the internet both never sleep. Let's now discuss those receipts. Because I don't mean a few dubious screenshots when I say leaked evidence. I mean a chaotic digital avalanche. Half of the internet changed into FBI agents with ring lights within hours of the confrontation video being released. All of a sudden, everyone had private direct messages, friend of a friend leaks, and exclusive sources. The first large bomb, an alleged video clip from weeks ago, purports to show T at a private birthday celebration for a female businesswoman known only as Miss K, a rising influencer who operates a luxury candle company, which also has a confirmed check and 250K followers. Is it a coincidence? Not likely. She giggles and holds his chain while Ty seems to lean in close and say something in her ear in the video. Now, that's not friendly networking in hip-hop optics, as you and I both know. That is the gasoline for a controversy. Like wildfire, the video went viral. This is a tip about what loyalty looks like. Fans of Tiny went into full FBI mode, examining the champagne glass's reflections, zooming in, and even running their faces. Reddit angle comparisons. Internet detectives don't play. One person actually wrote, "Enhance the background. That's the same watch he wore on Drink Champs." Then something more juicy appeared. Alleged direct messages between T and Miss K that were purportedly shared by a remorseful friend. The texts included heart emojis, cryptic phrases like, "You know I can't be seen with you yet," and the typical late-night enthusiasm. However, one message in particular blew everyone's minds. Mind. She doesn't even give me the same look that you do. Fans said she meant Tiny right away. This is where it gets spicy, so don't roll your eyes and mutter fake receipts. According to a well-known gossip YouTuber going by the handle T by Tammy, she checked the screenshots metadata and verified that they were taken from a genuine account linked to T.I.'s management. As if she were in a courtroom, Tammy went live with an iPad and exclaimed, "I checked the IP address and baby, it's Atlanta. Live pulled 3 million views in a single day." Not to be overlooked, though, is King Harris, who ignited the explosion. Insiders claim that he was the first to learn about these direct messages when they were delivered to a burner account he uses under the alias K-Band's Reel by an unidentified sender. It looks like he got a folder called Truth About Your Dad Zip. Snapshots, videos, and one audio message featuring a woman laughing and stating, "Tell Tip I miss him already." Bruce Skull are all included. Even if none of this has been confirmed by the authorities, the timing seems too suspicious. Just 48 hours after the files allegedly arrived on King's phone, that altercation was captured on camera. Fans naturally made the connection. Social media, meanwhile, completely collapsed. Twitter or X, depending on how Elon's feeling this week, was swamped with hashtags like "RTI cheated again" and "Nar pray Fortney" trending globally. The memes were crazy. One will red table meme with the text quickly explains this by having T's face photoshopped on the Jada. However, this is where the situation changed from disorganized to blatantly dramatic. In a lengthy chat, an unidentified member claimed to have first-hand knowledge of the family fallout. The thread resembled a script from Netflix. It stated that Tiny knew about Miss K for weeks, but chose to remain silent in order to preserve her reputation, and that she had already confronted Ty prior to King's outburst. She even reportedly asked Miss K to respect her family in a private message. Additionally, the post said that King was driven over the brink because he overheard that talk. To make matters worse, a recording of that phone conversation was leaked. Fans didn't care whether the woman, who sounded like tiny, soft southern draws, was real or artificial intelligence, AI developed. She said, "You can have him if you want him, baby. I'm tired." It had a convincing sound. According to reports, T.I.'s PR team went into overdrive within a day. All of a sudden, fan pages were losing his previous interviews. Some posts disappeared. Due to copyright concerns, one of his videos discussing marriage was removed from YouTube. You can tell it's real when things begin to be erased. Meanwhile, the Harris family estate became ground zero for paparazzi pandemonium. Outside the entrance, there was a spectacular scene of turmoil with drones. Reporters and supporters shouting, "Justice for Tiny!" He wasn't hiding either. King. He was seen flipping off cameras and blasting Youngboy while driving his matte black Dodge Challenger through Atlanta. "He's acting like a man who knows too much," one fan wrote on social media. However, this is where the narrative takes an investigative turn. Under the moniker MacD, a former security guard who had previously worked for T.I.'s label went on record to claim that he noticed anything off. Tip has been entertaining while Miss Tiny is out of town, and he says, "Man, that house ain't been happy for a long time." That's the truth. I will tell the truth. One night, King captured him. That's where it all began. Do we now know if MD is a legitimate person? Not at all. However, all it takes to ignite a digital wildfire in the realm of celebrity rumors is a daring comment. And the memes, in relation to wildfire. The memes, my goodness. This entire controversy has been transformed into a movie universe by TikTokers. A phony trailer for the family film The Harris Scandal has already received 10 million views. It has dramatic narration and is edited like a movie trailer. The blood runs cold as allegiance wanes. Legendary. In the meantime, the public is evenly divided. While half of the supporters believe this is karma coming full circle, the other half are protecting T and claiming he is being set up for influence. It was best summed up in one viral comment. Ty instilled a sense of manhood in his son. He's being called out by that man now. A moment of full circle. However, the conversation is no longer limited to gossip accounts. This is getting picked up by major blogs. The source complex was even noted in a Culture Watch piece by Billboard. You sense the shade even if everyone is acting neutral. Words like strained family dynamic and alleged infidelity are all over the place. Translation: the industry is aware of a problem. Not to be overlooked is the financial aspect. The Harris clan is a household name. They have collaborations, TV reruns, endorsement deals, and brand hatred scandals. According to rumors, T.I.'s impending brand agreements with whiskey companies are currently on hold while they undergo internal scrutiny. In a discreet move, Tiny's cosmetics brand shut down its Instagram comments. This isn't simply drama, then. This is the slow-motion financial fallout. However, this is the crucial query that everyone is posing. First of all, who leaked the video of the altercation? According to some supporters, it was an inside job. Others assert that it originated from a security camera feed that was compromised by an irate worker. But one especially juicy story circulating claims the video was King himself purposefully leaked it as a declaration to the world. It may sound dramatic, but keep in mind that King Harris is the same young man who once made a live broadcast from prison to make a point. Ty and Tiny have not yet commented on the altercation in public, but King's most recent Instagram story speaks for itself. You can't fake being real, not even with money. He wrote in huge white letters on a black background, and fans are calling it a mic drop moment. To be honest, they're not incorrect. But don't assume that this is the height of the mayhem, because we enter the aftermath in part 3. Brand retractions, purported legal threats, and even reports that T.I. is being investigated for a far more serious matter than infidelity. It's possible that the Harris empire is under siege in addition to disintegrating. Suddenly, subpoenas replace the silence. When the video of the altercation reached 1 million views, Atlanta's gossip network became a courtroom. Additionally, the Harris suddenly terms like lawsuit, investigation, and brand termination were trending with the name. A media catastrophe had erupted from what had begun as a family breakdown. According to some who claimed to be close to the matter, T.I.'s legal team went into lockdown right away. NDAs were revised, phones were seized, and all employees were instructed not to comment, leak, or receive payment. Even more mysteriously, one insider tweeted, "When your boss tells you not to breathe wrong around TMZ, you know it's bad." The cheating scandal wasn't the only major worry. It was the actual leaked video. It has been reported that security cameras in a private studio captured the altercation. The leaker didn't simply reveal family drama then. They might have violated federal privacy laws. There were rumors that T.I.'s crew had reported the unlawful publication of private film to the Atlanta Police Department. Fans speculated that King would be the subject of an investigation himself within a day. Some even posted cruel memes such as, "Imagine going live on your dad, then catching a case." But wait, it becomes much more hazy. A phony document that was leaked online claimed that T.I. was being looked into for tax evasion related to hush payments rather than the fight. Let me remind you that this is the internet before you call it phony. In the court of public opinion, anything that appears to be an official PDF with a watermark is immediately authentic. People started making connections between non-existent dots. According to one post, T.I. was using Tiny's beauty brand as a conduit to pay off several women who were overly knowledgeable. As if it were an episode of Narcos' hip-hop edition, the paper even included fictitious transaction IDs. According to an anonymous comment made by someone claiming to be employed at Tiny's beauty line, the Shade Room posted, "We got random deposits last month." However, no one provided an explanation for the source of the entry. Just that one post reached 5 million likes and created the #TollerTipgate hashtag. Additionally, while brands began withdrawing more quickly than you could say damage control as social media exploded, it has been rumored that discussions for T.I.'s next Dwessery's Family Heritage reload have been delayed by a big streaming provider. One brand ambassador agreement for a clothing line partnership with a young designer was discreetly removed from every news article. Even Tiny's public relations representative reportedly resigned in the middle of the week, writing, "Some scandals aren't worth your soul." As if that weren't enough, unidentified individuals started providing Google Drive files containing claimed proof packs to gossip pages. Bank records, transcripts of phone conversations, and even purported voice memos in which T.I. apologized to someone. AI most likely made up half of it. Who can tell about the other half? This is the most dramatic portion, though. The reaction of the family. On Instagram, Tiny finally spoke up. Just one black and white picture of her wedding ring on a marble counter. No hashtags, no caption. The remarks were crazy. "It is finished. Queen Tiny is deserving of better," she uttered more quietly than Ty ever did in his career. Then, in an unexpected turn of events, Ty uploaded a video to his personal feed. Wearing sunglasses, a black hoodie, and a weary expression, he addressed the camera straight. "Everyone is chatting, but isn't anyone aware of it? I cherish my family. I'll deal with my mistakes behind closed doors. Not for likes." Naturally, though, posting it for likes is exactly what it became. 10 million views in an hour, 300K remarks, and a barrage of emojis that say, "We don't believe you." King Harris also did not remain mute. In a move that many dubbed the ultimate son versus father flex, he posted a video of himself entering a car shop and showing off the keys to a brand new sports car with the remark, "I don't need your approval when I know the truth." And that's the problem. According to others, Bro just turned his family's scandal into a rollout. People are unable to distinguish between a public performance and actual agony. Has the Harris family really disintegrated? Is their Netflix contract being written in real time? Because, let's face it, in 2025, virality and reality are interchangeable. All scandals are happy. Every breakup has a market. Every altercation serves as a sneak peek at the upcoming apologetic video. In the meantime, rumors about a potential cancellation of a reality show began to circulate on urban blogs. Production was allegedly put on indefinite hold by T.I. and Tiny's network partner because of unresolved family issues. In other words, sponsors became frightened. Here's the most outrageous twist, though. The same woman at the heart of this mess, Miss K, maybe suing T.I. for civil defamation, according to an insider at Urban Pulse Weekly. After fans allegedly harassed and doxed her, she reportedly hired legal counsel. The internet was rekindled by her lawyer's purported statement, which said, "My client did not leak or engage in any inappropriate relationship. We are pursuing damages against those spreading false information." "She's lying to save face," said half of Twitter, while the other half countered, "Maybe she was the scapegoat all along." In typical Hollywood fashion, a snippet of King Harris's unreleased song Family Feud 2 was posted online. "0, the lyrics are harsh. I learned respect from you. You've built an empire on falsehoods and now you're drowning in sorrow. The true danger is me." Everyone was devastated. It was dubbed a diss track by fans for his own father. The world needs this suffering on vinyl, so one producer even volunteered to mix and master it for free. Hip-hop sites took notice of it within hours. But there's more going on beneath all the cluttered headlines and popular hashtags. According to sources, the IRS has purportedly begun looking into some of T.I.'s financial documents in the wake of the flurry of online money trail rumors. However, that does not imply that he is in danger. However, the government is difficult to halt once they begin their investigation. Thus, the Harris empire is no longer only suffering from emotional wounds. It faces public, financial, and legal pressure. One truth endures despite all of this insanity. The internet is able to remember. The algorithm never lets go once it has tasted drama. The controversy is sustained by each TikTok edit, each repost, and each reply video. It is no longer about what is true. It has to do with what feels real. And at the moment, it seems as though T is defending his reputation while his son is defending the honor of his family. It's all in the comments. We saw this family's ascent on television. On TikTok, we are now witnessing their disintegration. It's poetic. It's a tragedy. Additionally, the internet thrives on this type of instability. What follows, though? Will T.I. restore his reputation? Is Tiny going to pardon him again? Will King go completely crazy and post all of his personal information on Instagram in real time? The story isn't finished, that much is certain. By no means. Because no one benefits when bloodlines become news stories. What have we just seen, ladies and gentlemen? The reputation of a parent eroding in real time. A mother who is mute, heartbroken, but more resilient than ever. And a son who is standing in the ashes, demanding the truth. The Harris family has just made their heritage a battleground. And all of the internet's bloggers, haters, and fans are seated ringside, munching on popcorn. The question that is dividing the entire internet is now being asked. Was King Harris correct to publicly criticize his father? Or did he simply ruin all his parents had worked so hard to establish over decades? For this is not merely a family dispute. It is a reflection of every celebrity empire that conceals dysfunction behind opulent facades and diamond necklaces. Who are they truly when the lights go out and the filters fall? Regarding T.I., the Southern monarch may be discovering that by 2025, royalty does not shield you from the crown of karma. There are receipts everywhere. The quiet is overwhelming. The reality is still concealed behind iCloud passwords and NDAs. I'll give you this then. What's worth saving when your own blood turns against you? The fame or the family? I need to hear your theory, so please share your opinions in the comments section below. Do you believe that this was the most authentic moment in hip-hop history? A publicity hoax or a setup? Smash that like button. Before it magically vanishes, share this video. Additionally, confirm that you are subscribed and have alerts enabled. Because we pour the entire pot here on our channel rather than simply sipping the tea. Fire from hot beverages. If you found this controversy outrageous, keep an eye out since the next one might make it much more so. Appear to be children's